Sorry about tonight. What happened with my meeting with Natalie? We were supposed to see each other today, but I was told that it got canceled at the last minute.
Sorry for the late reply. I asked about a lot of things regarding it, but these meetings really are difficult. Something came up on our end, so we had to cancel the meeting suddenly.
I see. Well, it can't be helped if she's not available, I guess. I guess I'll have to see if she wants to talk another day.
This is a difficult period for her right now. There have been a lot of changes going on recently in her life. She just entered middle school and has been walking around anxiously. And on top of that, she's entering into her adolescence.
Well, it certainly is a busy period for her. But lately she hasn't been sending me any pictures. Do you know what has been going on with her?
I myself wanted to send you some pictures of her, but she won't even let me send you any. She keeps saying that she's too embarrassed to take any.
She's at that age, huh? She hasn't really been talking to me in general. You haven't been saying anything weird about me to her, have you?
There's no way I would do such a thing. If I did, do you honestly think we would even be able to set up these meetings in the first place?
Oh, well, I wonder what's going on with her. I feel like she's avoiding me.
Maybe it's just how she is. I mean, she is going through that time of puberty right now. This is probably just her way of dealing with it.
I see. Well, if it's not possible right now, then maybe I can meet with her when she feels like it. I won't push for it, I guess. Is there anything else I can do for her until then?
As long as we have the money you're providing, it should be good enough for her. I'll tell that to her too, so you can be at ease for the time being. How does that sound?
Okay, that's fine with me. Speaking of which, how's it going with your new husband? Is everything going all right?
How's it going? You mean between him and Natalie? Of course, I want to say it's all going smoothly, but sometimes they get into an argument. So that's a little annoying to deal with.
Huh? They get into arguments. Is something going on?
Well, I mean, it's not unusual for children to get into arguments with their parents, right? Things happen. Sometimes she wants to eat before everyone else sits at the table. Other times she wants to watch her own TV shows when we want to watch the news. She can be stubborn sometimes, but maybe that's also a part of growing up.
It sounds like they get along just fine. Sometimes you can't progress without a little conflict happening.
I think so too. It's just that sometimes they get into arguments that really heat up. I feel like Natalie doesn't quite grasp the weight of the words she uses. I worry about how Natalie crosses the line with the things she says sometimes. So I'll have to do a better job teaching her some manners in the future.
Is that so? I never really pictured her as a girl to say hurtful things to others. What exactly does she say?
Well, usually she's good with how she phrases her words, but there are times where she'll down-talk him for not being her real father. I don't think she means to say these things, but maybe it's just because having to live with a different father is a difficult thing for her. If it wasn't for that, then I think they would be getting along much better. But I suppose this is also just a part of growing up. But, well, the thing is, he wants to be more like a real father to her. So I hope they can get along with each other soon.
I see. It seems like you have your work cut out for you. I guess she's just lonely.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring all of this drama on you.
No, it's fine. I just hope Natalie can be happy. Hopefully she can learn to get along with her stepfather.
I appreciate it. But is this really all right with you? With all the money you're giving us in child support? It must be quite a burden on you.
Oh yeah, it's all good. Didn't I promise you that I would pay for her child support until she becomes an adult? As her father, you should at least let me do at least that much.
Thank you very much for everything you've done for us. That being said, how's it going on your end?
On my end? You mean with my wife? It's going by real smoothly. And I get along with my stepson pretty well too.
I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that things are going well for you. It seems like things are going better for you than they are for me.
I'm sure things will perk up for you soon enough. Anyway, I didn't think there would be a day where we could talk all calmly like this. We were both very on edge right after we got divorced. There was a lot of things we had to settle before we could go our separate ways.
That's true. Well, that's just how it is. Getting a divorce is never easy. There's a lot of uneasy feelings that come up when it comes to negotiation. But I think everything worked well in the end.
Well then, let's do all that we can for Natalie as her parents. You can contact me again anytime if something happens. And I hope I can see Natalie soon as well.
Yep, I appreciate it. I'll at least make sure to tell Natalie about the meeting since she's been getting grouchy all of the time. At this rate, she's just going to keep telling me how she can't see you at all.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Well then, I'll leave it to you. See you later.
Yep. See ya. Daddy? Are you still awake? It's me, Natalie.
Natalie? Huh? How did you know my phone number?
I looked into Mom's smartphone and wrote it down in secret. I found it in her contact list. I really wanted to talk to you about something.
I see. Well, it's been quite a while since we last spoke. I hope you are doing well with your stepdad.
This isn't the time for that. Daddy, please. Help me.
Huh? You want me to help you? Did something happen recently?
I haven't eaten anything lately. I'm so hungry that I feel like fainting. I can't take it anymore. Please help me.
Huh? You haven't eaten anything. What on earth is going on over there?
I'm not allowed to eat anything because of my new dad. And my mom also said I couldn't eat anything either. So I want to go over to your place right now.
You can't do that. Don't rely on me.
Huh? Why not?
I mean, aren't you just having an argument over there?
An argument?
I'm sure your stepdad wants to help you out as much as possible. Don't you think this could be a good foundation in building a positive relationship with him? I've heard that you get into frequent arguments with him. I'm sure it's difficult having to call someone else your dad, but I'm sure you will get used to it. So please, just try to bear with it for now.
You heard that I get into arguments with him? Did you hear that from Mom?
That's right. She said that things were going smoothly between him and you. Moreover, didn't you not want to see me? Even for someone growing up, you sure have been flip-flopping a little too much about this.
Huh? What? Hold on a second here. I've been constantly saying that I've been wanting to meet you all this time.
Huh? Hold on, wait. I'm sure your mom told me otherwise. She told me that ever since you went into middle school, it looked like you've always been trying to avoid me. Isn't that why we haven't had any meetings lately?
I never said anything like that. I told her many times that I've always wanted to go over to your place. But she would always just ignore me. I haven't seen you in ages. I miss you so much.
What is going on around here? This is completely different from what your mother told me.
Mom has been acting strangely ever since she married my new dad. Ever since my last year of elementary school, I've almost never been allowed to eat dinner.
Huh? Why?
My stepdad says it would be a waste, so Mom stopped making food for me. In the morning, I'm allowed to eat a slice of bread before school. I've been able to get by somehow because the school is able to provide me my lunch. But it's so humiliating for me. Lately, it's been so embarrassing that I can't even bring myself to go to school.
You haven't been going to school lately? Huh? Why can't you go to school?
I feel so weak and hungry. I've lost so much weight that I look like a zombie to everyone. Not being able to bring a lunch to school at all just makes me look poor. I feel like everyone notices it, but they don't want to say anything. It makes me wonder if they talk about it behind my back. That's why I keep telling you I want to come over to your house. I've never said that I hated you even once. Please, you have to believe me.
Wait a minute. Let me confirm something. Well,
Am I getting in your way?
getting in my way? Why would you say that?
I mean, you got remarried to a new wife, and she has a son of her own, right? He probably requires your full attention. If that's the case, then I'll just get in the way if I'm over there. I'm really sorry. I'm an 8th grader now, so I'll just have to bear with it.
Hey, wait, that's not the case at all. Of course I don't have any issue with you coming over. But that's not for me to decide, though. Your mother has full legal custody over you. So first, I just need to check up on something. I don't think of you like that at all, so please don't say things like that.
All right.
I never thought you would be put through so much suffering like this. I can't believe I never noticed anything at all. I'm really sorry about all of this. If this is all true, then I would like to come get you right away, but there's a lot of things that I would have to do beforehand. I'm going to go check on everything right now, so do you think you can wait just a little bit longer? I promise I'll help you out as soon as possible.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dad. I'll be waiting for you.
If something else happens, be sure to tell me right away. Is that good? If it's out of my control, then I want you to contact the police instead. Is that clear?
Yes, I understand.
I'm going to check right away. I'll talk to you soon. Michelle, please call me back. I have something that I want to discuss with you.
I am so sorry about that. I slept late last night, so I was a bit late to reply to you. It seems like you tried to call me earlier. What's going on?
I have something I want to ask regarding Natalie. Is now a good time to talk?
You want to talk about Natalie? Oh, are you talking about what happened yesterday?
Did something happen yesterday?
Oh, no, don't worry about it. It seems that Natalie said some things yesterday.
Did you talk to her? It seems like she was having a difficult time last night.
I'm sorry. Everything she said yesterday was a lie. The thing is, she got into an argument with my husband. So I think she wanted to get back at him in some way.
Oh, is that what happened? That's quite a serious reaction to having an argument, though.
It was quite a heated argument yesterday. It seems she went up to her room without eating anything and then started texting you. That's when she started lying about all of that stuff that she texted you about. I'll give her a harsh scolding later, so I don't think she'll try to text you anymore.
Huh? You don't have to go so far as to make her stop texting me. Don't you think that's a little too strict? If she has something to tell me, then I'll be more than happy to listen to her.
Well, it's not like I told her not to text you anymore. It's what Natalie herself said. She said she doesn't want to talk to you.
Natalie said that? But then why would she text me the other night?
It seems that she wanted to contact you because she thought she could paint my husband in a bad light. She was really angry with him at the time and wanted to vent a little bit. But she seems to be remorseful of what she's done. She admits that she went a bit overboard. That's why she said that it's not like she wants to contact you all of the time. She said she probably won't text you for a good while. I think she wants to be alone for now.
Is that so? I had no idea something like that was going on.
I'm sorry for all of the trouble she caused you the other day. Natalie wanted to say that as well. I hope she can behave herself from now on.
If it's not too much trouble, do you think I could meet up with her for a little bit?
Hey, Alan. Are you doubting me, by chance?
No, that's not what I'm trying to imply. It's just that she's going to move on to 8th grade soon, right? That's why I thought it would be a good idea if I could see her for a little while. I want to see how she's been doing in school.
I keep telling you this! I keep saying that it's not possible. Jeez, we've declined you so many times now. Why can't you understand this at all?
Huh? This isn't really something to get that angry about, is it? I just want to speak with her for an hour or so. I think you should calm down for a bit.
It's my job to calm her down when she starts to whine. You have no idea how much trouble it's been up until now. I bet you're also trying to make me out to be some kind of villain here. Even though I've been putting so much effort into raising her with my new husband. You can't possibly understand how stressful this has all been for me.
I told you to calm down already. It's not like I'm accusing you of anything. I just said that I wanted to see Natalie is all. I never said you were doing anything bad to Natalie. Just what's going on right now? You're making me really concerned with how overblown your reaction is. There's nothing bad going on over there, right?
That's not how it is at all. Just trust me on this. It's just that having to raise a child with my new husband is a bit more stressful than I thought it was going to be. I'm concerned about how Natalie is getting along with my husband. I fear that may also have an effect on his relationship with me as well. I get on edge when the two of them start arguing with each other. I fear that he'll consider her to be more than he bargained for and start to regret being married to me. I worry about whether or not my husband will start to hate me and even leave me. I can't bear the thought of having another divorce, especially so soon after remarrying.
I'm sorry about that. I had no idea you were going through so much since getting remarried.
Do you understand how agitating it is for me at a time like this when I hear about how Natalie started texting you to lie about us? My husband told me not to worry too much about this, but I can definitely tell he's getting worried about this. It's written all over his face. Moreover, he even has started to say how much this has been getting to him.
I see. I'm really sorry about everything that's been happening. I had no idea.
I'm sorry about this. I've just been taking all my anger out on you. You didn't do anything wrong about this. I've just been a little flustered is all. I'm sorry. I just couldn't help but vent my frustration.
No, it's all fine. I can understand the stress that comes with having a child who's not blood related to you. I myself shouldn't have been overly poking my nose into your business. I'm sorry about that. It's just that this doesn't change the fact that I'm her father. So if anything else happens, please contact me right away. I want only the best for Natalie.
That's true. Okay then. I shouldn't have been preaching to you about all of my problems. I hope it didn't shock you too much. I was hoping to keep most of this private because I didn't want to cause trouble for everyone else.
Well, it's just that this is also unexpected for me. To be honest, it's been nothing but new information that I've been hearing lately. I didn't mean to pry myself into your business any more than I needed to. If Natalie asks for my help, then I plan to give her a hand. I should do what I can as her father. Is that all right with you?
Yeah. I'm sorry for getting angry at you. Thanks for being so supportive of her. We've been going through some hard times, so money isn't as easy for us to get these days. Even though both me and my husband work, it's still not enough to support our family.
I see. I hope things get better for the three of you soon. Well then, just let me know if anything else happens around here. I'll always be willing to lend a hand to her.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I don't think Natalie will try to contact you for a while, but if anything happens, then I think she'll try to get in touch with you if she needs some help. So I'll leave it all to you when the time comes for it.
Okay, I get it. I'll be on the lookout for whenever she wants to talk to me.
Also, I want you to tell me if Natalie ever contacts you.
Huh? Why is that?
Hey, I mean, there are things that she probably doesn't want to tell us but might be willing to talk to you about it, right? So I would like to know about it too. Okay? After all, if she's going to be living with us, then I want to make sure she's as comfortable as possible.
Oh, all right. I see where you're going with this. I understand. Well then, I'll see you later.
Yep, thanks for everything. See you later. Hey! Alan! Did Natalie head over to your place?
Huh? Natalie? Why do you ask?
What do you mean, why do I ask? Natalie ran away from home. I've been looking all over the place, but I can't find her anywhere. So I was wondering if she was heading over to your house.
Oh, I see. Up. Just hold on a minute here. It's just that right now I'm talking with your parents, so I don't really have much time to talk with you.
Huh? My parents are over there? Why are you talking with them?
I'm sorry. They're walking around anxiously right now, so can I get back to you later? I'll call you again soon.
Huh? Hey, wait a minute! Alan? Hey, I'm trying to call you! Why are you talking with my parents? Tell me what is going on right now! Alan! Hey, Alan! Just how long do you plan on ignoring me? Natalie is over there, right? You're hiding her from me, aren't you? Do you understand what you've done?
Hey, I need to ask you something, if you don't mind. What have you been doing up until now?
Huh? Just what are you going on about? You're the one who kidnapped Natalie. I'm the one who's her legal guardian. You can't just run off with her without my consent, you scum! You better prepare for what's coming to you. This is a fully fledged crime you just committed. You'll regret this.
Oh, what a strange coincidence. since what you did to Natalie also counts as a fully fledged crime. I've decided to have to report you.
Huh? You reported me? Wait, to who?
Are you an idiot? I reported you to the police, of course. You have a lot to answer for what you've done to Natalie.
Huh? What are you even talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that she has bruises all over her body. The fact that she is unhealthily skinny and that she hasn't been going to school. Also, the fact that Natalie herself has testified to these things. Putting all of these together, you can't expect to play it off like you never knew what was happening in your household. So I'm going to ask you again. What have you been doing up until now? You think you can call yourself a mother after all you've done to her?
But I am her mother. Natalie has been on a diet lately, so of course she's skinny. Also, so what about the bruises on her body? Kids get themselves hurt all the damn time, you know. Moreover, what do you mean she hasn't been going to school? I've been making her go to school.
Oh, really? What I've heard is a bit different from what you're saying. But in a way, the school seems to have been nice to you in regard to that. For the first 2 years of her school life, the teachers have been leaving you alone. They haven't even gone to meet you personally, despite Natalie not showing up at all. But my wife, on the other hand, wouldn't stand for this.
Huh? Hey, wait a minute here. What does your wife have to do with this? Just what are you talking about?
This must be some kind of fate. Just only 3 months ago, my wife started a new job at the same middle school that Natalie goes to. She teaches the 8th grade classes, and by chance, she just happened to be in charge of the same class that Natalie is in. And she's noticed that Natalie hasn't been going to school for a long time now.
Huh? What's going on with that? How can a coincidence like this even happen?
Since Natalie hasn't been showing up to school, she tried giving you a call, but no one answered her. She tried paying a visit to your house, but it seems like you moved out and completely deserted it. But it just so happens that a classmate of Natalie knew where her new apartment was, so my wife tried going there many times but couldn't even get a response from the door. Every time she stopped by to ring the doorbell, no one would answer for some strange reason.
So that annoying teacher was your wife. Of all the people to show up at my house, why did it have to be her? Well then, so that wife of yours was the one who kidnapped her? Or rather, you instructed her to do that? Then you two are both accomplices in this. This is still a crime through and through.
Wait until I'm finished talking before you start complaining. Look, when she started her job, she had no idea that Natalie was my daughter at the time. But she was still worried that Natalie wasn't coming to school, so she contacted a teacher from the elementary school that Natalie used to attend. But she had no luck pinning you down with that alone. So then she started trying to find any other families that may have been in contact with you. She searched and searched, and it ended up leading her to me, her own husband. And that's when I decided to tell her about what Natalie has been telling me these last few months.
So she found out that Natalie was your daughter, and that's when you decided to kidnap her?
Kidnapped is a poor choice of words coming from you. Don't you think saved her is more appropriate? Considering the state she was in when she was found.
But that's... I can't believe this!
And then, I contacted your parents to confirm the situation that was happening, since they were the only ones who would have had the chance to meet up with Natalie.
My parents?
But I was completely shocked by what I heard when I met with them. It seems that ever since you got remarried, they haven't gotten to see her even once. They've been very confused as to why you never let them talk to her, even though you had no problem meeting them yourself with your husband.
Well, I mean, Natalie is really shy about seeing others.
Even though it's her own grandparents. She used to see them all the time when we were married. They always loved seeing her and telling her all types of stories. And Natalie herself loved her grandparents and loved listening to them. They're completely shocked about everything that's been going on behind their back.
Even then, that's no excuse for you to kidnap her.
Look, I've already said this, but we didn't kidnap her. We weren't even the ones to take her out of the house. 2 days ago, your parents decided to go to your house without you knowing.
Huh? They were at my house? Wait, they were here 2 days ago?
They told Natalie that they were going to take her to her father's house. And it seems that the moment they said that, Natalie immediately jumped to the chance to get out of there.
What? Why would she do that?
Well, it seems like she wasn't very happy living under your custody. It's very strange for a child to be so eager to get away from their mother's house, right? So then let me ask you, yet again, what have you been doing up until this point? Natalie was taken from her house 2 days ago. Do you hear what I'm saying? 2 whole days ago. Did you seriously not even notice that Natalie was gone for all of that time?
Well, I was just on a business trip. There's no way I could have known what was going on at the time, right?
Well then, what about your husband? Surely he would have tried to contact you the moment he noticed that Natalie was gone, right? Don't tell me he was out of the house those 2 days either.
OMG, you're so persistent. That has nothing to do with what's going on right now. He wasn't in the house either, all right? Natalie is my daughter. Do you hear me? I have full custody of her. Give her back right now. Kidnapping is a crime. I'll take you to court over this.
Oh, that sounds great. Let's do it. I'll make the claim that we saved her from some unavoidable and unacceptable circumstances. Let's see which one of our claims will stand. It's clear as day that you were the ones who caused all of that harm to Natalie. You're not fit to call yourself a mother at all.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Just give her back to me already!
You're getting quite desperate, aren't you? Ah, that's right. It would be quite troublesome for you, wouldn't it? If you can't get my money for child support, then you wouldn't have any spare change to spend.
Huh? I never said I was doing anything like that. I mean, me and my husband both have jobs, so it's not like we're that short on money.
But your husband did say those kind of things, didn't he? I'm sure he said it would be a waste to get rid of her. He also said that he can just get free money from me if he keeps custody of her until she's an adult. I mean, even if you were both working full-time jobs, it doesn't hurt to have some free money, right?
He didn't say that. He never said anything like that. None of this is true.
So then, are you telling me that Natalie is lying about all of this? She told me all of this while crying her eyes out. How can you tell me that they were just having little arguments and getting along? You've been treating her as some kind of property to exploit. I won't let either of you get away with this. You better prepare yourself.
But, I'm her legal guardian. I have full custody of her.
Is that really all you can say? I don't think you have any leg to stand on as a guardian anymore. You don't even seem to be aware of what's important to Natalie.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Do you remember what day it was 2 days ago? It was a very special day.
Huh? What are you going on about all of a sudden? I have no idea what day it was. Why should I?
Oh, so you completely forgot about your own daughter's birthday, it seems.
Oh, oops.
2 days ago was Natalie's 15th birthday.
Hey! I remember that much, you know. What are you trying to say with this? So what if it was her birthday? What does that have to do with anything happening right now?
It's surprisingly relevant to what we're talking about. When a child becomes 15 years old, they are allowed to choose who their legal guardian can be. Up until now, you have had full custody over her, but it seems that some terrible things have happened to her under your care. So we're going to change a few things around here. Well, I'm going to have a little chat with the police and Child Protective Services about what has been going on up until now. And we'll figure out what to do from there. I'll let you know what happens later today.
Huh? Wait, what? Are you actually going to report me to the police?
Aw, did you think I was joking about this? Did you think you could just get away with doing all of that to Natalie? It would be quite a bad look for you if they saw all of the pictures showing the injuries all over Natalie's body. I imagine that the whole reason you didn't let me see her is because you didn't want to expose all of the horrible things you were doing to her. How did this even happen under your watch? Was this all your husband's doing, or did you participate in this as well? Well, it doesn't really matter at this point. You let this happen for years, so you're just as responsible for this as far as I'm concerned.
That's not true. This is all a huge misunderstanding. We didn't do anything like that to her. Natalie has just been lying about all of this. She's just trying to get us in trouble.
You still have the nerve to say all of this. Even after everything that's happened to Natalie. You still have the nerve to deflect all the blame from you and your husband. A woman who chooses to protect her scumbag husband over her own daughter isn't a mother at all. She's a scumbag of a woman herself.
I told you it's not true. None of this is true. He didn't do anything to her. I'm not complicit in anything. You were the ones who kidnapped her.
I'm done arguing with you. You refuse to listen to any reason, despite all the evidence spelling out what you've done is clear as day. What you and he have done is completely unforgivable. You deserve the same punishment as him. Well then, see ya, you scumbag of a woman. I plan to take this all the way to court. You better prepare yourself. I was a fool for believing that only Natalie would be getting any sort of joy out of that divorce. I had no idea that my ex-wife would allow such horrible things to happen to Natalie. Just like me, my wife and my stepchild were both extremely furious over this as well. Natalie moved in with us right away. And when we told her she would be part of our family, she was so happy and couldn't stop thanking us. My son was also overjoyed to have an older sister, to the point where Natalie started blushing a little bit. And then, naturally, the right of custody was transferred over to me, so my wife became her legal mother. As far as her health is concerned, we've been making sure she is well fed so she can recover. Little by little, she is coming back to a healthy weight again. As for those two scumbags, they haven't been around in a while. In light of this incident, it seems that her own parents had announced that they would disown her. We've requested the child support money that they embezzled, so now we're really going to put the pressure on them. Hopefully we can prosecute them for child abuse as well. I hope in due time, Natalie can put this all behind her so she can start enjoying life again.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button.